Welcome back to the Crash and the Revive. So, been a busy week, so couldn't film anything, and I've done some work on the car, replaced a couple of parts. So let me show you what I done and what we have at the moment and what we need to do now. So we got both wings on for test fitting. So as you can see, everything aligns very nicely. We got all the front crash bar on, so yeah, that's true, there's no chassis damage at all. It's literally went in straight. Everything nicely coming up. That wing is on as well for a test. Also, I replaced the dipstick guide and this pipe as well. Also this one been replaced. So now what we can do is, well, what I need to do is to replace the rubbers on the CV joint and on the front of the drive shaft, because you can see it's literally warming it. And afterwards I need to put back the pedestrian sensor, which goes literally inside of this foam, and I can put back all the panels for the battery, which goes all around it, because we won't need it to take it out anymore. And afterwards what else? And also I need to put the starter motor in and then try to start it again and see if we're still having the same issue as we had before, or all good. So let's start first with CV joint, then pedestrian sensor, then the panels, and the starter motor is going to be the last. So the drive shaft is out. So what you need to do now to remove the bearing or back of it, there's like a small clip in here, if you can see, with the two little holes. And then what you need to do is to have pliers like this and put those pliers into the holes and just stretch it out, and that should pop off very easily. Sometimes it takes a bit of time to remove it because, well, if you have a new pliers, it's fine, it's gonna be easy. My ones are very old, so it just keeps jumping out all the time. So what I'm doing, I'm taking the flat screwdriver, putting in the back of it and lifting out like, no man, anytime today. This one is actually okay, I think so. It was a hole somewhere. Hold on. Is there a hole or not? This one is fine, but I still need to cut off the zip ties and put it normal metal ones. off, this one off. This sure doesn't have a hole. Yeah, there is no hole, so perfect. Just gonna give it a clean. Where's those boxes? Put it out. Let's cut to size. So you can choose different sizes. There's a few of them. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna measure it. The top, how much I need to cut. So I need to cut off the first row. Actually, I might use the scissors. It's gonna be a bit easier, I believe, with the scissors. Off. Then you're putting this on top of it. Just a bit of stretch. There we go. That's on. Then putting this one back, and putting the clip also back. Same way you took it off. What I like to do is just to put the finger in the back so it wouldn't slip. Of course now all my hands are greasy, but shouldn't be a problem. And just search and pop in. That's it. It's back in place. Now I will remove the CV joint off to the gearbox, and we'll attach all together so it will be easier instead of trying to get it in the car. Just put it in there, job done. So one part of the joint is out. You can see the oil is not the best condition, so I have a new one, and I would recommend to put it all in, not half or something, but just literally squeeze it all in here. That's it. I don't like jobs like that, but it's too much oil, so everything is dirty all the time. So I'm putting this one back in place, give it a good movement, wobble. Actually I might even cut it a bit more, we can do that with the knife. We can put it this one on top. Alright, let's see if it's gonna fit. Yeah, it's pretty big. Choice in the right place, and then just put it this gently around it, tighten up. Those three has to go in the tightest place. Tight as possible. Like that. Then just taking your pliers and right by the bottom, press it. Don't cut it, just press it hard, and that's it. It's all in one place. Now, same the bottom part, making sure it's in the right place, because there's like a little lines where they have to be, and doing exactly the same what we done with the bigger one. It's not tight enough. I need to put more in the back, because if you're not gonna put tight, it's gonna literally press off and it's gonna do nothing. It's not gonna hold anything, so it has to be at least tight a bit. And then pressing on, and that's it. Job done. Now I need to cut this off because it's way too much. Again, scissors, or you can just cut it into it like that, and then cut with the scissors. It really has to be like this, and the good on this. Where's the scissors? That's it. That side's done. Got another one, but I'm not gonna place the rubber on this. There's plenty of foil in that side. You just need to put those clips in place. Okay. Like that. So that's how the sensor looks. It's just a literally hose. And how it works, when the car detects that it's being snapped, then the bonnet hinges, lifts up, and all the bonnet is just literally flips on the side. Of course, not like 90 degrees or something, just a tiny bit, so the pedestrian wouldn't hit the window. And the way it goes, it's literally in that foam. See these grooves? So that's where the sensor is. That's one side, that's another side. So let's put it in. I'm just not too sure if all my wiring is in a place, because I see that some of the wires is damaged, so I might need the connectors for it, or maybe not. I'm hoping that I don't need to replace any of the connectors. Right. So that's those blue and purple. On this side, I'm assuming it's gonna be that wire. And then there's no connector in here, and I need to connect on this side. So we'll have to source now for the connector and replace it. I mean, not replace it, install it, because it's just gone. Oh dear. Alright, that's okay. We're also done. I connected the locks. Later I'm gonna connect the cable as well, so it wouldn't be just like that. And on this side I can connect the lock as well. And just like that, clip. Later we'll need to find a diagram where it goes what. Actually, I mean, where to clip the wiring, because it might be here, or maybe in a different place. You don't know. Right, so let's put the clips for the foam. Put the clips for the foam from the damaged crash bar, so it would be in place. And then we're gonna be working onto the plastics all around, all of them which is being taken out. They're gonna come back in a place where it was. So that's good that I'm actually videoing it, because I couldn't remember what one kind of the screws or bolts going in back in place, so I had to check my videos and find out where it was and what kind of things goes where. So as you can see, all the plastics in the place. Obviously they not, you know, tightening, because I will still need to take the wings off and paint it, but it's getting there. It's actually starting to look like a car again, so pretty happy how it's turning on. Now it's only the bonnet, bumper, lights, and it's gonna be tested from outside, of course painted, but apart that, it's getting there slowly, because the parts are very expensive of this car. Like literally, like if you would be building up probably M5 or something, it's just crazy how expensive it is, but getting there slowly. Right, the starter motor is out, so it's time to remove the Reynolds magnet out. Oh damn it, I forgot to unscrew this. Yeah, it's time to remove this, but I need to untighten this bolt so I could actually take it off. This is Mini Cooper's Clubman's from 2017 onwards, and it's identical. Of course, I don't want to use this starter motor because all this might not match. It's better to use the original. Just I'm gonna use the magnet of this on this back in the car, and that's it. Let's swap it. So like I said, this is a number 13. Tighten this. Take this one off. Should be pretty easy. And then we're doing exactly the same with this. Just that one. I will need number 10. Which is obviously somewhere here. But maybe before that, it would be good to access this wire because it's just easier. You need to hold it. And that's one off. Then going to this side. I'm hoping I'm not gonna get a copyright because the music is playing in the background, but we'll see. Right. Right, this one is off. Put the upper back in place. And now it's gonna be this one back in. That's the wrong side. Check it if it's clicked in a place, because sometimes you might put the magnet in and it just doesn't go on those clips, so make sure they are in, otherwise you're gonna waste your time by assembling everything back together. Right, the main wire needs to get on. Right. Okay, so that's what we done in the past. Of course, it didn't, went through properly. You couldn't just wall. But for testing purposes it was fine to check it if the engine still runs and turns over. So I'm hoping that when I'm gonna install this back in a place, it's gonna be completely fine, and it's gonna start straight away. So the starter is in. Let's see if it's gonna start now. It's gonna be excited. Right. Let's put like. Right. There you go. Like a dream. Right, I have some excited news. So let's begin with this first, that we need to remove the wings. We need to remove the headlight. We need to remove the bent hinge. We also need to remove the air filter box. And let me show you what I'm excited about. When shopping, you can tell that. And basically what I've done, change the wings to the original color. Same on this side as well. And now I got bumper, bonnet, grills and everything else to complete all the front basically. So it's literally just putting the parts back together where it was. So the short story was, yesterday I was searching for the parts and then I went to the eBay looking for the bonnet, and there was a guy who put it all the front end for sale. And I texted him and said, listen, I need this, this and this, and he said, yeah, no problem, come and take it. And I was like, oh shit, that's cool. So I bought all the front. Now of course I got a lot of spare parts, like other set of headlights, other set of wings. Actually I have 4 sets of wings now. Some air intakes, also washer screen bottle, and many more, just plastics, and also I'm gonna put those for sale, so I would get a bit of money back. But yeah, now I'm just putting all the front back together in a place, not trying to align everything perfectly because I know it's just needs to be everything in one place, but yeah, getting there. It looks pretty now.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
I like that.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun